Welcome to Alice Just Alice 55. You're listening to an AI-narrated audiobook version of my original story, The Unclaimed Werewolf, an Unbound Wolves novel, written by Alice N. Smith. Chapter 40, Where the Game Stops, Being Funny. By the time the sun began its slow descent, Nora had learned exactly how patient desperation could be. Most of the suitors eventually returned from the woods, each bearing something small and hard-won: rabbits, birds, a poorly dispatched hare. Two came back with nothing at all, empty-handed and hollow-eyed. She didn't hesitate. "You're done," Nora told them, barely sparing a glance. "Leave." They tried to argue. Of course they did. But the protectors were already moving, and soon the two were gone, their protests fading into the trees. That left 5. They waited expectantly as the remaining men presented their meals, smoke clinging to half-burned flesh, seasoning uneven or non-existent. Nora surveyed the offerings with polite disinterest. "I'm too full," she said pleasantly. Confusion rippled through the group. "The deer Eamon made this morning was excellent," she continued. "Truly. I couldn't possibly eat another bite." The frustration on their faces was immediate and carefully restrained. "Next," Nora said, waving a hand toward the stream, "bring me a fish." Relief flickered. One of them even smiled. He began to shift. "No," Nora said sharply. The transformation stalled. "In human form," she clarified. "If I wanted to judge your wolf, I'd have said so." That wiped the smile clean off his face. They dispersed again, this time with far less confidence. Only 3 returned. Nora accepted the fish without comment and handed them directly to Eamon. "Please," she said, "I trust you far more than them." Eamon inclined his head, already turning away to prepare the meal. The remaining 2 were dismissed without ceremony. 3 suitors stood before her now, mud-streaked, exhausted, pride frayed thin. Nora opened her mouth, already considering what ridiculous task to give them next. "One thing," one of them said carefully, "before you do." She narrowed her eyes. "Speak." "Tomorrow is the end of the cycle," he said. "If you dismiss us all, the council will assign you a mate." The words landed like a stone dropped into still water. Nora's irritation flared hot and immediate, not because he was wrong, but because he had dared to be right now. She studied him for a long moment. "I don't punish honesty," she said at last, "even when it ruins my mood." Relief flickered across his face. It didn't earn him favor. "Stay," she told all 3, "or don't. I'm done for today." She turned away without another word. The smell of cooking fish reached her as she returned to the den, Morcel already trotting ahead. Eamon looked up as she entered, Brooks not far behind. "We need to talk," Nora said, settling down and accepting the plate Eamon handed her. "About tomorrow. And about what happens if the council decides it's done waiting." The fish was perfect, and for the first time that day, Nora didn't feel like laughing.